with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. Okay, we are going to have some fun today. Everything is Dollar Tree, I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, the only thing that is not Dollar Tree, I get these at, I think, Walmart or Lowe's, and those are the jumbo sticks, but Dollar Tree sells these too. So I have a package of these, you get 30 in a pack, and they're called quart paint sticks. I think I get them at Lowe's. Okay, so we're going to be using those. Those are not Dollar Tree. So what I did was I took one of their Dollar Tree frames that used to have this word hello in it, and I just cut my word out, and I am going to just put that aside. And then I took my sanding block and I just sanded down the edges where that was cut. And I love the green background in that. So that's why I'm robbing that hello sign. And then what I have done is I've taken, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those popsicle sticks, and I taped them together, and then I drew a V on it. A carrot is what it's going to be. Can you see that? That I drew a carrot on there. So while I have these all taped together, I'm going to paint my carrot, and I'm going to paint it in Pumpkin by Waverly in the chalk paint. But you know, any orange paint will do, but I often find I have a hard time with orange paints. I don't know what it is about the pigment, but find your favorite orange paint, and then we're gonna just paint up our carrot here, our carrot on our sticks here, and then we will dry it, and once it's dry we will cut this carrot up. Because it is going to be adorable when we are finished with this. Alright, I'm probably going to have to give it a couple coats, but maybe not. Let's start with this one. Let me dry this up. That's what we have. Let me give this a zhuzhing dry, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the carrot all painted, and now of course I'm gonna add a little bit of my antique Waverly wax, but you don't have to if that is not your style. I love to distress my artwork, so I am just going to give this a little bit of dry brushing just to grubby it up a little bit, and also just distressing it. So I'm just going to go back and forth over my carrot, and just a little bit more, and then I'll just go a little bit heavier in certain places just to make it consistent. I probably picked a terrible brush for this because it's really soft, but that's okay. Alright, so that is all I'm going to do for the distressing. Now, let me give you a quick peek. Just a little bit. Now we are going to cut our carrot. I'm going to be using some of these miter shears to help me, but I think you can even use scissors. So I'm going to take the tape off because I think it'll be easier to do, whoops, one at a time. So I'm just going to cut my carrot right on the line. Sometimes it's hard to cut these, that's why I picked this tool. Let's see here. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna cut each one of my sticks here, and so that all of my carrots pieces will be shaped like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and put you on pause, and when I come back I'll have my whole carrot cut. Okay, I cut off all of my sticks, and I'm going to save these sticks because sometimes I like to use the butt end of those to anchor a toggle, which we might do on this. But I cut all my carrot out and I put some tape on the back of it because now I'm going to get rid of this brush, but now I want to go back over it with my antique Waverly wax because I want to get the outside edges good and dark. So I'm just going to dab my brush in my cap and get most of it off, and then I'm just going to come in again from my outside edges. You know how I like to outline things like that with my Waverly wax. Plus I'm getting the cut edge of the wood. Oops, getting it all over me too. I'm getting the cut edge of the wood to be a little more finished. So just outlining the carrot. Go over the top a little too. And there is our carrot, all nice and outlined. Get the bottom tip. Just kind of get it a little darker on the edges. All right, that is it for that. Let's get this big glob out of there and throw this away. Okay. Now the fun part starts, because first of all, let me wash my hands so I don't transfer any orange paint or Waverly wax anywhere onto our nice surface here. You know what I might do too is put a little more Waverly wax around the frame that we're going to be using. I might juice that up at the end. Alright, I think I am pretty clean here. Let's just clean our surface off really good. I know you guys don't want to watch me clean. You're not here to watch me clean. Alright, I'm going to have to give this a little tiny blow dry before I attach it. So let's just use this really, really quick. It won't take long. If you're ever interested in this tool, it's like $13 and it's always listed in the description. There's a link to it if you want this. It really cuts my crafting time in half when I use this to dry paint. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to put this carrot on here, but we're going to separate our carrot into sections. So let me take the tape off, and we need like maybe a little spacer. So let me find just a little something here, because I want it to be the same. Maybe we'll just use a stick. Not big enough. How about a dowel? Maybe a dowel will be big enough. Yeah. So I'm just going to use a little dowel, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from my top. I have to save room because I want to put some carrot greens. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gradually go down with my sizes. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this little wooden dowel, but anything. So let's just put a little bit of glue on the tip and put our tip down. That's a good starting place. Then I'm going to just take this little dowel, but like I said, anything you want just to keep the space the same each time. And then I'm just going to put a little glue on that, and again, just using that for spacing. Glue my carrot. I'll put my little dowel back. Too bad it rolls, because otherwise it would be great if it didn't roll away. And then we're going to just glue our next little piece on. and use that little thing for a spacer again, and we're just going all the way up, gradually getting bigger and bigger. And then we'll move it up. You know what, can you see well what I'm doing? Okay, so we're just going up, 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 gradually getting bigger until we are all done putting our carrot on. Now you could do these with paint sticks in a bigger form too, like 5-gallon paint sticks would be good if you did it in a bigger frame. If you wanted a really big carrot. Spacer. This is our last graduated piece. Put that down on top here. And there is our carrot. How cute is that? Right? I love it. All right, now we are going to take, I'm going to put a little bit of these greens. I have no idea. They're from the Dollar Tree, but I don't know what they're called. I'm going to put a couple of those in our crazy bow when we make it. But last year I had these greens, which are only called foliage. That's what they're calling them, for carrots. And the closest thing I could find this year to that would be these, and they also call it foliage. So I'm going to start with these because I think they look a little bit more like carrots. And let's close this drawer here. I am just going to give this some carrot top, some green fuzzy carrot top. So I'm just cutting off the greens off the stem here. They probably pull off as well, but I'm going to use this whole stem because there's not a lot here. Alright. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so happy to tell you that I am back to painting my nails. My thumb is all better. There's one little tiny corner of that if I hit that just right, it is sore, let me tell you. But oh my goodness, that was almost a whole month of injured thumb. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so I'm just going to be putting these on the top. I'm just going to glue these in any way that I see fit because I am going to be putting a crazy bow on this as well. So I'm going to, and I don't care that my greens are going to stick out of the frame. I want them to be bushy. So that's okay because we're going to give it a carrot. We're going to give it an orange beaded hanger. So we're just going to stick our greens. Ow! Oh, that hurt. Here we go, right? Here we go with the sore fingers. All right, so just adding is... I pulled my glue stick out. Just adding a little glue to the back of our foliage. Try not to burn myself, which is par for the course. I'm just going to keep on going and just be gluing crazy gluing. And so I am finally back to normal pretty much with my thumb. Of course, every once in a while I will whack it and there'll be like an electrocution feeling, you know, like, oh my goodness, that still is sore. But for the most part, for a month I've been putting my bra on like a straitjacket, you know, trying to get in and out of it. I couldn't use my thumb, so I couldn't, and oh my goodness, you guys, I think this one is a little wild. We're going to shorten that one a little bit. Yeah. But it's been, and I learned how to tie my shoe with my pointer finger instead of my thumb because I had to tie my sneakers. So I learned to do a lot of things. Oh, I learned to put a ponytail in using these 2 fingers because I couldn't use my thumb. So I'd put a ponytail and then I'd have to use these 2 fingers. I learned a lot without my thumb. You'd be surprised how much you use. I mean, really, probably wouldn't be surprised at how much you use your thumb, but you do need excuse me. Sometimes talking really makes me dry. All right, do I want to cut that? I think I want to cut that off just a little bit and glue that. I lost my glue stick, you guys. Did it go flying in the trash? Here it is, way down here. It must be comical sometimes for you guys to watch me fling things around and lose things and not know where it went. Hopefully I'm your comic relief. Alright, now that we have most of our greenery, all of our greenery glued down, we're going to make a crazy bow. But let me give you a look here. How cute is that? Absolutely love it. Oh, I have this other piece. Let's just do it because why not use it all? Alright, we're going to put this aside for a minute and we're going to make a crazy bow. I have just a little bit of this orange ribbon left and this is all from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to use, this is all I have left of this beautiful orange ribbon here. So I think what we will do is double it so we can get 2 pieces out of it. Okay, and we're going to just make an X with that, just an X. Then we're going to take a couple of pieces of this burlap. It has a really pretty gold trim. Let's see here. And we'll do the same thing. We'll double it. What is going on with the scissors? Let's see if we can get another pair here. Maybe this is sharper. Yeah. And we will make an X with this as well. It's not going to stay, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get our little tie wrap handy before we go too far. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this green. It's so cute. It's got little stitching on the edges. And we're going to do the same thing. Just going to double it. Cut it. Make an X here. Let's just put our pieces down for a minute and we'll make our X at the end. And put our ribbon. And you can use way more of this ribbon. The more ribbon you use, the more fun it really becomes because it's a crazy bow and you can really go wild. But I'm going to just stay simple and sweet so we can see our finished carrot. I want our carrot to be the star of the show, not the bow this time. But alright, so now let's do it this way. We're going to take an X. We're going to take our X. Here we go. That's going to blow away. We're going to take our X, which is really wide, but that's okay. And we're going to layer some green. And we're going to layer some beige burlap. And we are going to layer our orange, whoops, gingham or buffalo check ribbon. And then we're just going to cinch this up. I think I'm going to take another piece of the burlap. I want another piece of the burlap in there. And I'm just going to cinch that up in the middle. Take my tie wrap that's almost invisible here. I did finally find at the Dollar Tree some little tiny clear zip ties. They have not had those in for a very, very, very long time. Okay, now we're going to fool around with our, before we pull this tight, we're going to fool around with our ribbon and make sure that it's going to lay, the bow is going to lay the way that we want it to. So unfold and untuck your big ribbon in the back, making it a bow, and then twirl your ribbons that you want. Like this green has that little stitching, and then when you're happy with the way it looks, you're going to pull that zip tie tight, tight, tight. And I usually use some pliers because I can't get it as tight as I want, and then it usually just pulls off. Okay, so then now we have a crazy bow, and we just have to give it a little fluffing and a little haircut, a little trimming. Love it. And make sure that everything is all the same and nobody has any weird fraying edges. And we'll do the same haircut on this side, making sure everybody is relatively the same on both sides. Whoops. All right, we got one little fray here. We'll cut that off. And there is our crazy bow. Cute, right? Now, usually I take a little, I forgot to put these little sprigglies in, so that's okay. We're going to add those right now. We'll just take another little piece of ribbon. Here, let me get this cut, and this one cut. And I'm just, I got cobwebs, glue cobwebbies here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one going this way and one going this way, and I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to put those right here in our bow, and I'm going to wrap another piece of ribbon, like maybe, should we do green? I think we'll do green. We're going to just take a little piece of our ribbon. I'm actually going to glue these two pieces down because I don't think that I can hold and wrap together. So let me glue these together for a minute, very delicately. Those glue cobwebbies, my goodness, they just grab. Now I'm going to put that right down in the middle of my bow and wrap our piece of green around the middle. You know what? I'm going to glue it right down to my, that way they won't move. And then I'm just going to take my little piece of green ribbon and wrap it around, lift up that little leaf. And tie it right here in the back just one time, and I'll put a little bit of the glue from the glue gun in the knot so that when I pull this tight it'll glue. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Now I'm just going to cut off my ties because I did glue it. Oh, I'm going to have to get some new scissors soon. I've been saying it, but I have to look, I guess. Alright, and then I'm just going to snip this off because it's sticking out, my little greenery. And I'm going to fluff up my bow again because I've been handling it. I love this ribbon, this orange ribbon. It comes out in the fall, but I love it. Alright, that is it for our crazy bow. Now it's got the greenery in it. And now we are going to just attach our crazy bow right down on top of, I'm going to put you on pause I need to blow my nose, and you don't need to see that. Okay. Yeah, nobody needs to see me blow my nose, right? Is anybody watching the Murdaugh trial? Oh my God, you guys, I was watching that the other day, and he was crying on the stand. I really don't know what to think. I really don't. A lot of people think he's a, I can't say it on YouTube, but anyway, we're gonna glue our little bow on here. I don't know if he is guilty or not, but I do know that he is guilty of a lot of other things, right? I mean, he's just not the nicest person, but whether or not he's guilty of what they are saying he's guilty of, I don't know. But what I wanted to say was, blowing my nose, I was watching that trial the other day, and he was crying, and snot was just dripping down, and he wasn't even asking for a Kleenex or a tissue or anything. And I just, I think that is a little disgusting, if you ask me. You know, it's not his fault that he was crying and snotting, but please ask for a tissue and don't just let it. Anyway, you guys watching that? What do you guys think? I don't know what I think. I mean, I feel like he's a lot of different things, but maybe not a murderer. Can I say that on here? I don't know if I can. I might get in trouble. All right, so there's our carrot with our greenery and our crazy bow, and now we just need a hanger. So I have this beaded garland, jute garland from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use it as my hanger. So we're going to take a couple of beads off of our string, and let's see, let's take our paper tag off of our string too, so that's not in the way. These are so fun. I'm so glad the Dollar Tree is coming out with these finally this year. Last year they were out, but I couldn't find them. Okay, so I'm just going to take about this many. Let me see. I probably should count because they do have to be even. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so it's even. It just, we lucked out. So now we're going to turn this over, and we are going to give this a hanger, and we will use our painted sticks as a anchor. Okay, so let's give this a lot of glue. Actually, let's put a knot. Let's put a knot in our string. I just feel like the beads might fall off if we don't, if this ever came unglued. So I'm just going to knot each end here. It's not much to work with, but I think I can get it now that my thumb is all back to normal. My goodness, and if you are new here, I broke a fingernail, but not just any old, not just I didn't just break it, I actually got a infected panicula because the fingernail ripped so low it went down to my cuticle, and it was really bad. It was really bad. Throbbing, couldn't, you know, oh my God. I even had a couple of nights where I didn't sleep well because of the throbbing. You would be like, okay. I mean, I was such a baby over this. This one broke in half when I cut it. So I'm just going to cut another piece here. That's the thing, when you cut these with scissors, sometimes they splinter. That's why I used those big, what are those called? Mitre shears. I used some big mitre shears when I cut my carrots. You can use scissors though if you don't. I think the trick is that you have to be fast. I think the faster you cut, the better it is. It doesn't splinter the wood. So, That's the key there. And this is so cute. I already love it. I already love this, and I haven't even flipped it over. Look at that. How cute is that? Absolutely love it. Oh my goodness. That is adorable, if I do say so myself. I hope you guys love it. I hope you had fun watching me make it. As much fun as I had making it with you. And I just love coming here and crafting with all my friends. This is a great time for you to give me a thumbs up. And sharing is caring. So go ahead and share this video with all your friends, family, and social media, because when we get up to 700 subscribers, we are almost to 5 now. Thank you all so much for your help. And when we get up to 700 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway. And here is the giveaway. Look, I got all my crap. I can't even show you, but this is the giveaway bin, and there's one thing in that so far to be given away. I'm going to fill that with Dollar Tree surprises, and the lucky winner is going to get a box full of Dollar Tree surprises. So, all right, everybody, until I see you, but you have to be subscribed to win. So make sure you're subscribed and tell all your friends to subscribe. Make sure, because if I pick a winner and you're not subscribed, I will have to pick another one. But share this. Whoopsie. And also, for your FYI, I am live on Saturday nights over on my other channel, Facebook Angel Creations, if you ever want to join me over there. All right, everybody, until I see you tomorrow for Tuesday Tree Haul, I hope that you be good and do good. Bye now.